What is going on, my people? Welcome back to the channel for another album review. I'm your boy Nassim the Dream. If you're new to the channel, just go right on ahead and hit the subscribe button, hit the bell as well to always keep notified on my newest content. And today I will be reviewing the new Future record, I Never Liked You. Here we have a brand new LP from Atlanta, Georgia veteran, one of hip-hop's most favorite names in the current rap game, Future. This is following his collab project back in 2020, Baby Pluto and Pluto, with contemporary rapper Lil Uzi Vert. A record somewhat unfamiliar compared to most of the records on his discography, but to me really just had little to no care or even no reason to really admire, along with his last previous solo LP, High of Life. To me, this record was just clearly an hour-long record of nothing. I pretty much took literally only one song away from that record, that song being Solitaires featuring Travis Scott. If I'm gonna be real, the last projects that I could truly say I have enjoyed at least a good portion of would have to really come from the iconic What a Time to Be Alive collab with Drake. Of course, a good old chunk of his old mixtapes like Honest, DS2, Beast Mode, 56 Nights, and a little bit of a self-titled LP based off The Ratio. So I guess you can say I'm not a die-hard stan of Future, but of course, I gotta give the man credit where it's deserved. He truly does bring presence and recognition to a track, a lot of hype when you see him that he's featured on a song, because to me, he is one of the most recognizable voices that you would hear on a hip-hop song. Regarding the notions of this current release, it's pretty similar to his most past recent projects off of that, really based off like women, riches, subjects on drugs, self-reflection. So now that we got that out of the way, diving right into this record, we start off with the track 7:12 p.m. and already we are off to a bad start. Bar to bar, in my opinion, is just terrible. Future hasn't said one line on here that I have found to be very thought-provoking or just fly in general. Mumble rap at its finest, I guess. But I will say the flow does improve slightly moving on to the next track on that N-word. The fast-paced drums and dark pianos are typical, but at least tasteful. But bro, what is Buddy doing on the writing? This man really let me read you this shit. This man really said, fucked her in the ass. Made her pee-pee. I'm just a little ghetto boy. Like PZ. What are you saying, bro? That shit gotta go. I guess I'll give it a plus because that did really make me laugh my ass off. It's kind of a shit bar, but hey, you made me laugh, so that's a plus. Then after this, it doesn't do a little bit of a turnaround with the next track, Keep It Burn, featuring Kanye West. Kanye has some decent moments on here lyrically, but I think what I really liked on this track is the energy that he brought to this song, especially how he made the beat feel more enhanced and intense at times. I think I would have rather just hear him with that first verse and then on just the chorus instead of having another verse added, because to me it really just felt like overkill at a certain point, and I really just felt like it was just overextended, because I will say that I really did like Future's style onto this track a lot, but there are just a couple things that are just canceling out on the song that are just I'm not really feeling. On the track Wait For You, we have singer Tems and then heavyweight superstar rapper Aubrey Graham himself, Drake, typically breezing with a gentle, heartbreaky R&B instrumental, feeling sad and sorrowful, or at least that's what I attempted on here. Because I'm not gonna totally shun this track, but based off of this combo and what we've seen that they can really do, I really thought, based off my expectations, that this would slap way harder, especially because of their most popular collab LP, What a Time to Be Alive. But to me, it doesn't really sound like the two artists are really trying to display the best versions of themselves. It really feels half-assed from both of them. The only one that I really thought outdid themselves on this song was Tems. That was about it. So I will say for the other track featuring Drake, I'm on one. The bars on this one are certainly an improvement, but everything together, it just still sounds like it's like a basic trap song that I really couldn't make the cut for Certified Lover Boy. The track For a Nut is just the biggest tease for me instrumentally, because it feels so hype with the arpeggios playing onto the intro. Like, I'm really starting to dig this melody that's really playing off, but it gets washed out immediately with the aggression on the 808s. I really would have liked more if it was focused more on the melodics than it was on the hard-hitting 808s and drums. Not to mention, this track also features contemporaries Gunna and Young Thug. That I think the rappers themselves, including Future, don't do so bad, but the producer ATL Jacobs, in my opinion, just did a terrible job on this mix. It honestly ruins a lot for me. The song VOODOO amps up the melodic aspect, featuring Kodak Black, but ridiculously enough gives Kodak the bulk of the melodic work onto the song, which makes little to no sense to me. This auto-tune on him is just literally doing absolutely nothing for him. More romance notion hits onto the track Love You Better, and dear God, this is just This is just hysterical in this track. I just can't take anything seriously once I heard that descending melody from Future. God, that was just awful. So from the beginning on into this record to about the 8th placement into this track list, if it isn't obvious enough, I really found many problems into this record. But I will say on the other back end of this record, I wasn't so disappointed for the most part. Puffin on ZOOTIES holds so much more balance than most of the tracks so far. Everything sounds aligned, perfect. Future doesn't really sound too buried or too exposed onto the mix. The instrumentally sounds actually pretty balanced. Massaging Me has a pretty good flow to it as well, sounding like a quality gangster rap that doesn't really blow the roof, but I think makes its presence and proves worth a play. And then in my opinion, for the first time we're really seeing, the momentum is actually carried on fairly well right into the next track, Chickens with feature ESE Gee. What's to mention a great verse displayed from SG. The beat just sounds pretty fire, just to add to another little compliment. You can really tell that Future is just really throwing everything else that he has at the bank at the rest of this record. To me, the best production is on the other side of this record. One of the more fun tracks in here easily comes from the song We Just Wanna Get High. It just adds way more hype to the party scene. We just wanna get real high, yay. Holy Ghost also features more highlights productively, really digging the Greek mythos group vocals onto the song. Even though I thought overall the track is just okay, there's still some decent moments that I can really appreciate from this song. So unfortunately, yes, I did not take so much satisfaction from my play from this newest Future album, but if I'm gonna be real, this one is definitely one of the better LPs to come out from Future. Thankfully this time, it's not over an hour long of bloated crap. This time it's with a decent, reasonable length time with about 48 minutes with a close to half ratio of good to bad songs. And of course, as expected, I'm not really blown away or really thought-provoked from the lyricism from Future, but I will say the dude had me laughing a lot in here. Hip hop fans, I'm sure you'll really dig this newest project, and if you do, please tell me what you thought about it down in the comments below. But if I'm gonna be honest, this one just ain't for me. I'm gonna give Future's I Never Liked You a 44%. As always, guys, thank you so much for watching the video. If you enjoyed, go ahead and like, share, and comment down below. And if you're not already, subscribe to the channel. Down in the description, you see all the separate tracklist ratings I have for the album, more videos, and also the links to my social media accounts so you can keep up with me on the daily. And I'm gonna catch you in the next one.
Love you, Rosie.
Deuce.